This episode of Power Up is brought to you by Promo Corner's Page Flip. Not going to in-person trade shows this year and still need to get your catalogs out to those distributors? Upload your digital catalog to Promo Corner's Page Flip. Contact sales at promocorner.com.
Are you ready? Let's power up. So today we're going to be talking about owning your confidence, how you can do that, and then how you can use that confidence to start small. Because if you don't start, you're never going to end up anywhere, right? All right, so here we go. I just want you to know that everything that you need to get started on video is inside of you right now. I'm telling you, everything you need to have the confidence to go on camera is inside of you right now. So let's shine together. All right. Are you ready? So what's wrong with being confident? Whoa, what's wrong with being confident? Oh, that's what we're talking about today, is getting the confidence to go on camera and just be yourself. Now, would I have done that about a year ago? I would have to say absolutely not. I probably would not have done that a year ago, but confidence comes from disciplining it. It comes from practice, and it comes from showing up for yourself and making that decision to decide to do something. Yeah, I know. Sounds weird, right? It's the decision to decide to do something, because decisions build confidence. And another thing that decisions do is it sets our brain into motion. So I know that you're probably thinking, like, you're not like me. You haven't lived your entire life in front of a camera, your entire professional life in front of a camera. So I know that you might be having emotions, and I know you might be having thoughts, right? You're probably looking for validation right now. You're probably saying to yourself, is it okay to do this? You know, I'm really not sure how I'm going to be perceived when I go on camera, right? So, who am I really? Like, who am I to be doing this? You start to question yourself, right? So, I'm asking you, who do you need permission from to start? Well, you know the answer to that. You need permission from yourself to start. So get permission. Ask yourself, is it okay that I do this? Yes, it is. All right, I know that sounds silly, but really, step one in owning your confidence is to decide. So, what I want you to do is I want you to write it out, and I want you to write it on a sticky, and I want you to say, I'm doing this, or I'm doing videos this year, or I'm going to be a dynamic speaker with, nonstop formation of ideas and be able to proliferate the world, whatever your statement is. I want you to put that statement on a sticky. I want you to stick it up somewhere where you're going to see it every day, because I did this. Here's mine. It says, my desire is to be a dynamic speaker and storyteller with quick wit and imaginative recall of words and formation of ideas, and to be able to share that knowledge and insight with the world because I want it to be my legacy. Boom, right there on a postcard. When I wrote this, it seemed like, wow, that is a lofty dream. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. But you know what? I looked at that card every day, and I looked at it and I looked at it, and it was reinforced in my brain. And now I'm living it. I'm living it. And every day I'm getting closer and closer and closer to doing it. That's because I've decided that I want to go somewhere. I decided that I want to have my voice heard. All right. So the power of decision is huge, because if you're floundering by not jumping in, you're still going to be floundering. You're still going to be sitting on the fence. So how do you decide? Well, I decided that I wanted to tap into my why. I decided that I wanted to reach people, right? I wanted to have a goal in mind. So I want to ask you, what's your goal for going on camera, right? Why are you going for this now? What is it about this time and this space? Why do you feel compelled to do this, right? You have to have a good enough reason why, otherwise you're not going to do it. So when you can tap into that desire, it'll help remind you that this is an important decision to make. And when you decide, when you tap into that why, you're also going to find that You're going to find your passion. And then that is super important because when you have passion, you can make emotional connections, right? And it's all about those emotional connections because we can start to take action when we can connect with our emotions. Because I'm going to show you what happens with the brain in just a second. So that's step one. Step one, decide. Step two is visualize your success. So what you have to do is you have to trick your mind. Now, this is where I went wrong. I'm going to tell you a very personal story about my life on camera. So many of you know I started out as a news reporter, a TV news reporter, and I did that for many years. And I was standing on street corners, going live, et cetera, and just loving it. I was like the story of the day. I'm in the Northeast, and we just had a nor'easter, and I'd be on that snow pile, throwing snowballs at the camera. But back in the day, I had a moment where I stumbled and I let that get all inside my head. And what that did was paralyze me. And it really set the stage for fright and anxiety and just being stuck and having that stage fright and being afraid to open my mouth because I was afraid that I was going to get nervous and choke up, right? So what I did was I visualized myself stumbling. When I had my 10 seconds, right, to go on air, I would visualize myself choking up. Guess what happened? I choked up. This is what you should do instead. Step two is visualize your success because I'm going to tell you that when you can visualize your success, you are literally in the control room of your mind. I want you to remember that. You are the one that is controlling your mind. You're in the driver's seat. You run the show. It's all up to you. It is all up to you. So I don't want you to say things like, oh, I only wish that I could XYZ. Stop saying I wish. I wish is not powerful language, right? So, what you're going to say, if you say in your head right now, like, I'm scared, you are going to be scared. You're programming your mind to say, I'm scared, therefore I'm going to act scared. But what if you changed that thought around to, I'm excited? I'm not scared, I'm excited. That changes everything. Now, I might, every time I go on, I'm like, I'm not prepared. I don't know what I'm doing. You know, I have those thoughts, but then I'm like, snap out of it, Pat. You know what you're doing. Go for it. So you have to catch yourself. So I want you to be aware of what you're saying to yourself, because you've got to catch yourself. So here's the thing, you've got to actually listen to yourself and what you're saying to yourself. So you have to catch yourself and you got to write down those phrases. And you got to say, whoa, you know what? I'm saying this stuff to myself a lot more than I thought I was. I'm actually working against myself. And I want you to be aware, because when you can listen to yourself and you can be aware, things are going to start to move in the other direction. So positive affirmations are very good to do. I'm smart, I'm fun, I'm witty, I'm productive, I'm creative. I'm in the moment, I'm going for it. When you can start to say positive affirmations and just practice them all the time, I'm smart, I'm witty, I'm fun. Just, instead of, maybe you're walking to your coffee pot in the morning. I'm smart, I'm imaginative, I'm fun, I'm witty. Just start to say these I ams. I am with positive statements, and you're going to see how that's going to change your life. I want you to declare right now that you're the boss. You are the boss. You are the boss of your own mind, and you are the boss of your own destiny, right? So you have the power to change anything you want in life. All right. So step 3 is take action. I want you to shake things up. I don't want you to be too comfortable. That's right. Don't be too comfortable, because if you keep doing the same thing, you are going to get the same result. I'm going to tell you a story, and you're probably going to think I'm a little nutty, but this is day 8 of me taking cold showers. Did Pat just say she's taking cold showers for 8 days? Yes, I did say that. Okay. Why am I doing this? So normally you take a warm shower, and I take a warm shower every day, hot shower, actually. But the last 30 seconds of that shower, I've been putting to ice cold. Now, when I first started doing this, I was like, And it took my breath away, right? It took my breath away. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm dreading this. I'm afraid of this. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is challenging to me. I did it because it was a challenge, right? And I'm reading this book, Wim Hof, the Iceman, the Wim Hof method. He talks about how you can activate your full human potential. So I wanted to activate my full human potential because I always want to challenge myself. Listen, I'm very comfortable being on camera, but I want to remember the moments when I was struggling to learn something new. So I started taking these cold showers, and it's an evolution because every single action builds on another action. And then guess what? Now I'm taking these 30-second at the end of my warm shower, very cold showers, and I can't wait to turn the water to cold. I'm like, bring it on. And it's empowering. And so, what happens when you start to take these little tiny steps, right? The I am, and to start to declare that you are in control of your own mind, well, guess what? You don't start dreading something anymore. So, day one, I was freezing and I was dreading it. Day eight, I'm looking forward to it because it's energizing, right? So here's what happened with me. I went from fearful to intrigued to empowered. And you can do the same thing with your video journey or with anything that you want to challenge yourself with, right? So I'm not saying to jump into that cold shower, but hey, listen, you got to start to take action. So let's get to it. How can we start to take action on our video journey? Because after all, I'm trying to power you up so we can all shine together, right? So action steps for your video journey. I want you to I want you to think of 3 S's, right? Simple, smile, and strong. Okay. So if we are not going to do things that we dread, right? That we feel are so taxing, that are going to weigh us down. Simple, simple, simple. So when things are simple, in other words, don't take too long, just a little bit of an ask, we're more likely to do them. So do a short video. So make it easy, right? How about a video greeting a friend, right? How about just greeting a friend, doing a video, sending it to them via text and saying, hey, does this video kind of seem like me? Do I feel like, do I feel like a stranger to you, or is it like the same person that you always know? So do a little video, of yourself, chatty, chatty, chatty. And then I want you to send it to a friend. Okay. That's simple. That's easy. Anyone can do that. Say you're like, no, I'm like, I don't need to do that. I know I can do that. I want to go to the next step. Why not a Facebook story or an Instagram story, right? Those are very low risk. Those are very quick little tips, and then you're in, you're out, and it's gone in 24 hours. Bye bye. So it's not going to stick around forever, right? Why not do something like that? How about, and now I know when sometimes we think like, oh my gosh, what am I going to talk about? Like, why do I show up? Because that's like some of the stuff that happens in our heads when we start to do videos. It's like, what's the purpose? Like, I don't understand. Wait, why am I doing this again? Like, I even have clients ask me that halfway through working with them. They're like, well, I don't understand. I'm like, what? Why am I doing this again? It's like, well, because you're building a presence online and you're making that impact and you're getting people to know you and getting people into your ecosystem, right? So some ideas that you can start with, very low entry, low risk ideas. Share a quick tip of the day, right? You could talk about a trend going on in your field. You could just come up with a fun fact, something really quick, right? In, out, done. Did you know that taking a cold shower for 30 seconds every day can change your mind? That could even be your little story, right? And people will be like, wait, why is Pat talking about a cold shower? They're going to get interested in what you're having to talk about, right? So maybe tomorrow they'll be like, how's it going on day 2, Pat? You see? So little dip your toe in kind of things can really be fun and be engaging and be a way to take bigger steps, right? So you could end up sharing a trend in your field, a fun fact, or you could be, what's coming up on the calendar, make it timely. Let's think about what's coming up on the calendar. We've got Valentine's Day coming up, right? So why don't you ask people a question? So what do you typically get your sweetheart for Valentine's Day? Or what's your favorite thing to receive on Valentine's Day, right? Just quick little fun, engaging videos to show your personality and get people to know you, right? And putting out a little bit of info about yourself in a very safe way, easy ways to get going. You don't always have to show up and be that epic, 10-minute speech, right? I mean, if you're teaching something, I get it, but show up and start to show a little part of you. Take these baby steps. Now, the third, so simple and short, right? I gave you ideas. Smile. I'm going to tell you right now that when you smile, it's going to reinforce your brain that you're not miserable, because you can't smile and be absolutely miserable at the same time. So smile and laugh and come on, tap into that person that is you. And why not be strong? That's the third S. So you want to keep it simple, you want to smile, and you want to come out strong. You want to have a point, you want to cut to the chase. What's the purpose, right? You don't want to be rambling. You don't want to be rambling. So I'm going to give you a little homework assignment now, since I told you that you have to decide, right? You have to decide that it's time for you to go on video. You've got to visualize that success, and you've got to take action, right? You've got to go from fearful to intrigued to empowered. It is an evolution, but if you don't start, you'll never enjoy that evolution. So a way that you can start is by putting your affirmations up on your sticky, right? Put your statement on your wall. What is your goal there? I want you to look at that goal every single day. I want you to walk to that coffee pot. I am fierce. I am smart. I am successful. I am creative. I'm doing this. I'm rocking it out. I'm trying something new. Try that for 5 days. I want you to visualize your success. I want you to close your eyes and literally visualize you doing this. And I want you to visualize you doing this and having fun doing it, because why would you visualize yourself failing at something? Because that's not fun, and that's not going to make you be more successful, right? And I want you to record a video today and for the next 3 days. I want you to do a video, whether it's a video text to a friend or a small Instagram or Facebook story, or maybe just a regular video that you put on your feed. I want you to do that because I want you to start getting going. So get going, because confidence grows with commitment. And together we can all learn how to be more confident. We can learn how to own our square, own our confidence, own how we show up in the world. I hope that today's tips were very helpful. I'm stumbling over my words, but guess what? I'm still confident. And I want you to be confident too. That's all for this month's edition of Power Up with Pat.